Gareth Southgate. Do you know when you decided to drop Trent Alexander-Arnold? I just want you to know, he took that personally. Liverpool fans, to all the people, including myself, that was having a go at Bobby Firmino before this game, that was having a go at Bobby Firmino for the poor start that he had in this game, saying that he shouldn't be on the pitch, saying that he maybe should be subbed off for Mane or whatnot. I just want you to know, he took that personally. Liverpool can't get top 4. They're finished, they're out of it. I've been saying it for months and months and months and months. Let me tell you something now. Liverpool took that personally. And if I want to end what has been not just a bad season, but an atrocious season, I want to end it with us going down fighting. If we're going to be in Europa League football next season, which even after today's win is a big possibility, but it's not as big as it was before today's win, but let's say if we do, I want to go down fighting. Beating Manchester United at Old Trafford. Bear in mind, it's the second time that we've done that since 2010. Through all the good seasons this is Jurgen Klopp's first time beating Manchester United at Old Trafford. At least in the Premier League. That in itself is a great, great achievement. Overall, start to finish. Listen, first 10-15 minutes, I'm not going to lie, I weren't the biggest fan of the performance that we displayed. I thought we were very, very sloppy. We were slipping over a lot on the pitch. We weren't stringing more than 3 passes together. We were letting them through way too easily. I thought their first goal, we gave them way too much space, or Wan-Bissaka too much space to give Bruno the ball. I'm not going to blame Nat Phillips for that goal because he had to get in the way of the ball and it just unfortunately went off him and went into the net. But at the end of the day, you need to close down the right back, especially someone who obviously can't attack like Wan-Bissaka. But anyway, that's pretty much all I want to say in terms of the negative things. We had a bit of a slow opening 10 minutes. Other than that, mate, we went in enough flawless. Man United made a few mistakes, granted, and they took the foot off the gas a few times. But overall, when it got down to the nitty gritty and both teams weren't really playing at their best, because we weren't at our best either, we were the one that came out on top. Let me tell you why, because we wanted it more. Now, bear in mind, United, they've had 5 games in 3 games in 5 days. They've got a Europa League final to worry about. They've already got top 4 confirmed. Do you think I give 2 shiny shites? They still wanted to win that game. They've literally just lost 3 points to Leicester because they rested all of their team besides Mason Greenwood. So today was a very even game going into it. Bear in mind, we've got, not to bring up the injuries again, but listen, I'm allowed to bring it up in victory. We've got injuries going into this game. No Kabak at the back was a big miss. No James Milner available in the midfield is a big, big miss. Especially when you're in a situation like we was when we were 3-2. But all these doubts, all these slares that were being given, and rightly so, they've deserved to be getting criticised. We've underperformed at many stages this season. Today, it felt like they took that personally. Even, United are supposed to be the comeback kings. We gave them the chance of when they got to 3-2 for them to come back. But it's like when you're teasing your little brother and they're like running to make it back into the house, but you shut the door as they actually get there. That was that game today. We gave them a glimmer of hope, but just not quite enough. And it was just, I really do actually, but I'm still sort of leaning more towards we're not going to get top 4, but it's in our hands now. And that's good news and bad news, isn't it? I saw a tweet today and it was just like, it's good news that it's in our hands, but it's also bad news. Today it was good news, and I'm not going to lie, people, like, I've screamed, I've shouted, I just want to get my point across. Today was like a proper, I'm so proud of my team. I don't even know what to say. I'm so proud of my team. I know we're 5th in the league. I know we may be playing Europa League. I've said all this. I actually don't care about all the hate comments I get down below saying, look how excited he's getting when we beat you last time. I don't give 2 shiny shites, mate. When we play Manchester United at Old Trafford, I want us to do nothing but get all 3 of them points. We got all 3 of them points and we dominated start to finish. They had periods. Other than that, we schooled them. So at the end of the day, absolutely buzzing. And have that, you manx. Anyway, player ratings, let's get into them. Alisson, I'm actually not a big fan of the way Alisson played today. I'm not going to lie to you. In terms of crucial saves, I don't think there was anywhere he was heavily tested. And when he had the ball at his feet, he just looks scary as anything. I'm going to give him a 6 because I think anything less than that may be harsh. But he did also concede 2 goals, so I don't think it was his most perfect performance. However, other than Alisson, I don't think I've got really many issues with the rest of the squad. Left back, Andrew Robertson, man. Really well and truly reminding us why he's the best left back in the world. Or at least he's up there. You know, if you don't put him at that number 1 rank, you put him in the top 5. If you don't put him in the top 5, you put him in the top 6. Or at least, I think you put him at least top 3. Today, defensively, he was just immense. I thought his crosses still could have been a little bit more polished, you know, took his time a little bit with it. However, overall, he saved us in this game. There was a point in the second half as well where the ball was put over to Rashford. I think we were 3-1 up. And if that ball if the ball actually made it, which it didn't because Robbo actually intercepted the ball, Rashford's got a one-on-one chance with Alisson, and you're most likely going to put him as a favourite to score it. So, overall, very sound from Robbo. I'm going to give him an 8.5. Trent Alexander-Arnold, let's talk about him. I forget Trent quite a lot in these player ratings. As I said earlier, Gareth Southgate, when you said to Trent you're going to drop him, just know he took that personally. He's taking it personally, man, and it's only making him all the more of a better player for it. No Henderson to cover for him on that right-hand side. No Virgil van Dijk to give him that leadership at the back. And he's there wearing the captain's armband at the end of a game against Manchester United, bearing in mind he's been the main man. Attacking-wise, he was elite. Defensively, he also done his job. His defensive work won't get talked about because of how good his attacking work was, but let's not ignore how elite that attacking actually was. He reminded, and I even said 10 minutes into the game, if we're going to win this game through creativity, it's going to be through Trent. Right now, his confidence seems to be on a different level, but actually people underestimate how good of a fucking footballer Trent actually is. His passing is another level. And when he's on it, mate, Liverpool win games of football. That Premier League, that Champions League, Trent has a huge part to play in that. Today's win, he was essential. The most essential man, the leader, without the armband until the end of the game when Genie went off. 10 out of 10. You can't give him anything less. Reece Williams and Nat Phillips. Reece is going to get an 8. Everything that you need Reece Williams to do today. Stepping in for Kabak. There was a few moments where he was one-on-one with either Bruno Fernandes or whatever. Dealt with them. Absolutely dealt with them. Also, by the way, can I mention Paul Pogba did absolutely fucking nothing. Nothing for Liverpool today. And he was playing in his ideal position on the left-hand side in a more advanced role. Nat Phillips and Reece Williams dealt with all of Man United's attackers on more than one occasion. Reece is going to get an 8 and Nat's going to get a 10. You can't give Nat anything less than a 10. No mistakes. And again, the first goal was not a mistake. You'll have to get in the way of it. It is what it is. It weren't even counted as an own goal because the shot was on target. He then pretty much gets an assist for what was one of the most insane goals I've seen all season from Diogo Jota. Just because the timing and how difficult that goal was to actually score. You've got to put respect on his name. Nat Phillips nearly got a goal himself. He basically got a goal at the other end when he got that clearance off the line. How can you give him anything less than a 10? Him and Trent, whoever you want to choose between man of the match, go for it. Have that argument. That's an argument I'm actually buzzing to have. Centre midfielders, Fabinho. Thought he was quite quiet, but still at moments controlled that midfield. I'll give him a 7. Genie, Wijnaldum and Thiago. I thought Genie had a very, very good game. Creativity. Even a few of the turns that Genie was making, he was making a lot of space for the team to look for the pass. Led the team well, put in a defensive shift. I'll give him an 8.5. Thiago's going to get a 7.5. Thought he was good in moments. Drifted in and out of the game, but still, overall, done what he needed to do. And then the front three. Salah, outside of his goal that he got at the end, which actually we needed that goal, and I'm not going to ignore how important that goal was, because without that goal, United would have still had momentum to want to go and get another. But other than that, I don't think Salah has a great game. So overall, I'm going to give him a 7. He would have got a 6. The goal gets him a 7. But I thought he was poor today. I'm not going to lie to you. On the left, Jota, he gets a 10. I don't even care, mate. What you have... No, he gets a 9, actually. Always room for improvement. But that finish, that first goal, he should have got a second. The second goal was easier to miss than the first. No, sorry, it was harder to miss than the first goal that he actually got. But he got the goal. It worked out for us in the end. Absolutely buzzing. We're currently 5th in the table. 4 points behind Chelsea. It's on the telly right now, hence why I'm looking over here. We've got a game in hand over Chelsea and Leicester. Listen, we're not going down easy, I'll tell you that for free. Jota gets a 9, and Firmino with the 2 goals that he got. Again, outside of the goals, I didn't think he played too well, but I'm going to give him a 7.5. I want to touch on Salah again, because I feel people might think I'm being a bit too harsh on Salah. Even the other week, I gave him quite a low rating, and in hindsight, I should have gave him a slightly higher one. That is just because over the past 2 games, even though he still had an impact, and listen, that's why Mo Salah's world class. He can have a poor game, but still have an impact. It's still, he never had the impact of a Jota did today, or a Firmino did today off the ball. But still, though, he still pressed, he still put in his work ethic. And that's why I've gave him a 7 opposed to the 5 or the 6. Because that goal gets you an extra point in itself. And yeah, Mane, I thought when he came on, he was quite poor. Same with a few of the other players. That being said, overall, it just didn't matter. We got the 3 points that we needed. Top 4 is on. I want to know now, in the comments down below, will Liverpool get top 4? Let me know. But people, I'm going to end it there. What a win. What a 3 points. What a season. It's been absolutely insane. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I have been your boy James Redmond. This has been James Redmond TV, and Liverpool have just smashed Manchester United 4 goals to 2. Peace out.